And stepping into that Pacquiao fight, when you heard that you got the call for it, how was that experience?
I was expecting that fight, to be honest with you. I didn't see him as a threat, man. I thought he was just another little guy coming up.
Right. Let's get down to the roots.
Okay.
So, coming up in Chicago, how did Chicago shape you into a better fighter?
Well, I mean, Chicago shaped me in the way that you had to be tough, man.
Right.
Back then, I mean, I'm sure it's still the same way now, but it was tough back then. Being on the block, there was always kids that sometimes try to test you, and you know, sometimes try to fight you and stuff like that. But
Right.
most of the time, myself, I was out of that because I was involved in boxing.
Right.
You know, and when I started getting a little bit more popular, it became more about, oh, David, you fight? Nah. Hey, David, you want to fight?
Right.
Because of boxing, I guess, you know. But it just shaped us, it shaped me into just doing better, man. Just doing better and working my ass off to try to become a better boxer and stuff.
Right. So you think treatment from the community was different? Like how gangs saw you, how your family started to see you when they realized like what you did was paying off?
Oh, right, exactly. Yeah, it was more of on a positive note, man.
Right.
A lot of people, hey man, you boxing, this and that, stay at it, and things of that nature. Definitely don't get involved where we're at,
Right.
which was a cool thing, man. You know, there was no because he's a boxer, I'm gonna beat his ass, or
Right, yes.
no, it wasn't like that. If anything, and you stay respectful, obviously, to that type of people, and just say, hey, look, this is what I do. I would run at night,
Right.
and I wouldn't have no issues because they knew what I was doing.
Right.
So it wasn't a thing where they looked down on you or they wanted you to do bad, if anything. You know
Right.
what I'm saying? They wanted you to do good.
Right. And I'm sure most people were supportive with you, but for the ones who doubted you, how did you handle it yourself? Like, did you start to doubt yourself?
Never.
Never.
Never. You can never doubt yourself when you're trying to accomplish something.
Right.
And that's something that I want to tell everybody. Never doubt yourself, man, because somebody else is doubting you.
Right.
Never believe them with the negativity that they bring towards you. Don't do that. Always have the positiveness that you can do it. Have good people around you that support you and uplift you.
Right.
And you know, and obviously we all go through times and downfalls, right? Throughout our career. But again, it's how you get up. If you get up, when you get up, you gotta get up. That's about it. You cannot think about it as oh damn, I lost, so now my career's over. No,
Right.
it's just a loss is an experience, and that's if you think about it like that, you're gonna be more successful.
Right.
You never lose. You just learn. That's it.
And as the progress started paying off, you went pro in 1996. How did that fight impact your life, and how did you realize, like, yeah, you knew you were going in with all this?
Well, to be honest with you, after the Olympics, I didn't know if I was going to turn pro because I didn't get the calls right away.
Right.
I didn't get sought after right away. So I didn't know if I was going to go pro or not. So after the games, I was like 2-3 months without anybody reaching out to me.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, so I was like, all right, then you know what?
Yeah.
It is what it is. I'm gonna try to take up something and see what else I could do. I should have joined the firemen, you know. I wanted to be a fireman, so I should have done that. But later on, like a couple of months later, I got a call from Top Rank.
Right.
Top Rank, and I was able to sign with them as a promotion. And then a couple of days, weeks later, I think it was, we got a call from a manager that wanted to promote us from Florida. So we went down there, and you know, that's how we got into the pros. And we fought for a little bit, you know, and that's how it went out.
So moving into 2006, that's when you fought Santa Cruz, correct?
Yeah.
How was your experience going into that fight?
Well, it's a funny thing because after turning pro, I think it was in 98, 99, I kind of like semi-retired for a little bit.
Oh, wow.
I was living in Florida, didn't turn out the way I wanted it. Didn't turn out to. I wasn't doing the things that I was supposed to do as a fighter out in Florida to get me to the track to where I should be. So I just decided to quit. So I quit for like 3 years, and then I came back. Leading up to those fights, I started, winning fights again and getting back into the limelight of being a fighter and stuff like that.
Right.
We were on vacation with my wife and a friend of ours, actually in Miami.
Oh, yeah.
We were in Miami and we were having a good time, drinking it up, and we get a call. And it's my manager telling me, "Hey man, they want you to fight Santa Cruz."
Oh,
and I was like, "What?" And like, "Yeah, like in 2 months." Oh shit! And I gotta stop drinking. I gotta start.
Right.
Started doing right. So that was when I started, and we ended up having a good training camp for the Santa Cruz fight, and we ended up fighting him and having a great fight with him. I was actually losing that fight.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, I was losing that fight, and by the grace of God and the training that we did, and my coach, Jim Strickland, and he was like, "Man, we need a knockout or else we're not winning."
Right, yeah.
And I don't know, I don't know if I went looking for it, but I know I put a little bit more pressure on myself to hit harder, to try harder, and we ended up knocking him out and winning the interim title, which was a great step to becoming the world champion.
Right. And after getting this belt right here, you defended it against Erik Morales.
Right.
How was the experience going into that fight?
Well, see, a lot of people think that I defended it. I actually ended up fighting Morales because when we fought for this one with Santa Cruz, it was an interim championship. So what that means is that at that moment, I think the champion was Joel Casamayor, the Cuban. He was like a champion like in recess, or there was something going on with him where he wasn't defending his title. So Santa Cruz became an interim champion. So I fought him and I beat him. So when I fought Morales, it wasn't no more, because Casamayor got stripped of his title. Because I don't know what happened in his situation. What happened is that now Morales and I, because the championship was vacant and I was interim champion, I was able to fight Morales for that title. Right.
Yeah, the media portrayed it as if you were defending it.
Yeah, no. It was a championship bout for shot at the title for it, and he was trying to become 4-time world champion, and I was trying to become the world champion. So we were blessed enough to get a close fight, win on that one, and we ended up winning here. Well, we call it here in Chicago, but it was the Rosemont. But yeah, it was close to home.
Yeah. How did you celebrate that win after beating Cruz?
Oh, with my family, my dad. We actually had quite a few people that came out to see me defend the title. To win the title. Obviously, my dad was there. My brother, and a couple of friends. My wife was there. So it was just an intimate group that we ended up having a good celebration. Went to a club and yeah, it was nice. My dad was happy. That was a good night. It was. We still remember it. We still talk about it here and there, like when it comes up. Yeah, hey, you remember going to that club Shadows? Yeah, I remember.
You think that was the time Vargas came in? Was that when you guys?
Oh, Vargas had already been a world champion. So yeah, he was a champion way before myself, because he stayed on track, fighting and stuff like that. I had taken a couple of years off, and Vargas was already a name when I became champion.
You think working with him is what also played a part in shaping you to how you work? Like, were you picking up advice from him?
Well, so here's the thing with Vargas. After the Olympics, he went pro. He went with another company, so there was not communication, but we still communicated like every so often. It wasn't until I started fighting back again that we reconnected, and started talking and started having a good time and enjoying conversations with him and talking to him about the fights and stuff like that. He actually walked me out for the Pacquiao fight when I fought Pacquiao. So that's how it is with him.
And stepping into that Pacquiao fight, how was your adrenaline feeling before that fight? When you heard that you got the call for it, how was that experience?
I was expecting that fight, to be honest with you. I knew I was going to get it. It was just a matter of time. Right. I didn't see him as a threat, man. I thought he was just another little guy coming up in weight class. And again, I'm saying little, but he was lighter than me. He was at the 130 championship. Yeah, you could tell. So I was 135. So I'm the bigger guy. I feel that I'm the stronger guy, and that's how I went about it with that fight. Anybody that knows me when it comes to boxing, I'm never going to back down for nobody or anybody think that they're better.
You saw that in your interviews. I was watching them from the 90s. You can tell when they were interviewing you before the fight. You seemed like you were ready for it.
Yeah, I was
confident.
I wanted it, yeah, because it becomes one of the what if moments for me.
It's like you said, if you start doubting yourself, like you'll start like playing in your head, you'll start feeling.
You can't do that. You gotta want to be the guy. If you're not in this to be that guy, the main guy,
you're not doing it right.
What are you here for?
Exactly.
And that's how it was. Again, he had beat Morales, Barrera, Marquez. So I'm like, man, let's go. Let's get this. I mean, obviously the fight ended up different, and we see why he's the guy and was the guy at the moment. But like what I can say honestly and truthfully, never, if you see the fight, he never wanted to bang me. And I wanted, hey, let's just get in the middle and throw blow for blow. Don't be jamming around and playing. But he fought a smart fight, because my fight was to go and try to bang with him, but it didn't work out.
So stepping into the early rounds, when you started figuring him out, how was it going to the later rounds fighting Pacquiao?
It was difficult, man, because like in the third round, it was the third round, my coach was asking me, hey man, the punches hurt? Right. And I'm like, nope, they don't hurt, but they are fast, bro. Right. There's a lot of punches. I felt like there was a lot of punches. So
like you felt pressure coming to you.
Not the pressure, just that I couldn't land. I couldn't get off of after him throwing punches. So that's what it was. It was a speed that I had never seen before. And I fought fast guys before, which I did okay with them, and I beat a lot of them. But with him, it was a different. Maybe it was the magnitude of the whole presence there, that fighting, but it was nothing that I could have done or changed.
And after that fight, how was it receiving, feedback from fans and family, and after that loss? How did that?
Well, everybody said, "Oh man, you shouldn't have fought him. You should have waited. And, you weren't ready for it." I'm like, listen, man, I was a champion. You're supposed to defend. You're not supposed to fucking sit back and wait, right? And time was not on my hand, not on my side. I was already old guy to begin with. Right. I believe I was like about 30 already, so something like that. It was. I had to take that opportunity. There's no waiting for me on that. And I did it because I really felt that I could beat him. Right. So if your belief is to do something, go out and do it.
I think that's where it starts, though, is the belief within
yourself.
Yes,
you have to.
You speak it into existence.
Not only that, but if you work your ass off and speak it, you feel that confidence. Yeah. Because I can say, I can beat him and not do nothing, right? Yeah. It's not going to get it. But if I say I'm going to beat him and I'm putting in that work and I know I'm putting in that work, fuck.
That's what I tell the guys in the gym. I'm like, if you work with your craft, it makes you confident to knock out competition.
Yeah, yes it does. Yes it does. You have to definitely always work on your craft. Always be, like I always said, boxing is a jealous sport. It's a very jealous sport. It wants to be you paying attention to it all the time.
Right.
And now that I've grown up and I've seen, you apply that to everything in life.
Right.
If you apply that into everything in life, good things will happen.
Oh, well,
But you
like-
gotta be diligent and sacrifice and to whatever it is you're trying to do.
Right.
It's like you
If
said,
do
it
that-
backfires on you. Like good things will come to you toward the
Yes,
way.
yes. But see, that's not the word you want to use. Backfires. You want to say it comes to you. It comes better, right? Good things come out of it, right? Because backfires means like something.
Nah.
Yeah,
my fault.
You gotta know, and that's okay. You gotta speak positivity in your life.
Right.
If you don't speak positivity, it's like they say how they say to plants and flowers, you gotta talk good to them so they can grow up, and obviously you gotta feed them with water and stuff like that, and they become healthy. It's the same way. Like when we speak, we gotta speak positive of each other or of yourself in order for you to grow. If you don't speak positivity into your life, man, it's not good.
And for those who have a hard time with that, because they can have a certain mindset, but their environment can shape.
Oh yeah, yes.
What's some advice you would give to those younger guys?
To the guys that are around people or circumstances that are negative, find that one person that can uplift you, that can speak positivity into your life. You want people around you that can help you, motivate you, and give you a good pat in the back and say, man, that's good. That's a positive thing that you're doing. You don't want to be around people that oh man, don't worry about it. You're not going to get that. You're never going to do that. No, you can't be around people like that. You got to find those people that uplift you and want to see you do good.
Push you to be great.
Push you to be great. If I'm, like I try to tell my kids, I'm not nagging on you or getting on you because I don't want you to do good. I want you to do good. That's why I'm on you.
Exactly.
If I didn't care about you, I wouldn't be telling
Letting
you
them do what they
anything.
want to do.
Yeah. If somebody is trying to tell you something, it's not that they're trying to belittle you or anything like that. It's just that they're trying to put you in the right direction.
See you do big things.
Yeah, so you can do good things. And a lot of kids now, I'm going to be honest, it's too sensitive.
Right.
Too sensitive.
You tell them something, they're like,
Yeah,
you know what?
and they
I'm
get
done.
into because why? Because maybe at home or somebody.
That's all they hear.
Yeah,
Bring them down.
it has been telling them another thing that is not the truthful thing, in my opinion.
Right. No, I agree with that.
And that's just my opinion. I feel that if kids were encouraged, obviously you got to encourage them the right way.
Right.
You got to talk to them, speak positively into them, but also correct them in what they're doing wrong or what you feel that is a better way to do it to get them to where they're going.
Right. And I feel like that's the same concept with boxing almost. Like a lot of people, your image with coming into boxing, I feel like it starts with the coaches too.
Definitely.
Like motivating them, putting them on the right stuff. It's similar to what you said about the kids. They can be one way, but it starts back with what's happening at home and what's they're around. And just like you said, it comes down to the mindset. I
Yeah,
feel
it's
like
always
you
the
can
mindset.
get through,
Yeah.
whether it's people, environments, I think you can get through whatever as long as your
Yeah,
mind's right.
as long as your mind is right and you're around people that are pushing you to do good, positively, the right way, no shortcuts,
Right.
doing everything with integrity. Integrity is a big piece of which is lacking most times in this sport. Doing everything the right way, doing it the right way when nobody's looking. If you do it like that, good things are gonna happen, man.
Right.
Good things are happening.
And
And that's in everything, bro. Not just in boxing. That is in life. In life, you do everything the right way. Good things are happening. I tell my kids that all the time. Have a person with integrity of doing the right things when nobody's looking. If you follow those rules, you're gonna be great in life. It might not flourish right now, but it will come out in the end.
Right.
People are gonna look at you and they're gonna say, no, that guy's worth it.
Right.
That guy's worth the investment because he does everything the right way.
Right.
And you mentioned you had brothers.
Yeah.
Sorry, I didn't mean to cut you
Yeah,
off.
You good.
You mentioned you had brothers. Like, are you the only one that's into boxing, or you got other siblings that are like?
So
following?
the reason, well, I got into boxing. My brother before me, he got into boxing, but he only did it for a little bit. He didn't do it for a while, and then that was it. And then I got into boxing. He then tried to do it again, but it didn't.
It didn't work out for him.
Nah,
Like,
it didn't work
for
out.
you.
He was already 20-year-old kid, you know. He liked the partying, working, so it was different.
Right.
It was a little bit late, and that's why a lot of people, some people can do it at a later age in life, later stage in life.
But that's like you gotta be willing to like risk it all, like put all the
Put the
partying.
whole work in, man, and you
Yeah,
gotta
most
sacrifice.
definitely.
Because once you taste that life, and
It's
then to
like-
try to cut it off and try to go there, it's hard.
Like that whole life becomes addicted to you, and like you like it'll like distract you from like more opportunities you could possibly be able to take. But just like you rather choose all the partying, all the drinking, everything else.
And then that's where they go wrong. We've had a lot of great fighters here in Chicago, pro fighters that could have been
Great, but they chose.
better than what they were. And had they stayed away from the drinking and partying and stuff like that. But it comes down to self-control. You gotta have that self-control.
That discipline, like
Yep. To get to where you want to get.
Right. So you said boxing didn't really brush off to your brother like that. As far as your kids, is that something that you brought to them? Was a sport of
Oh
boxing?
yeah. I took my kids early when I was running a boxing program in Cicero, and I would take my kids. I would pick them up after school,
Right.
and then I would go to the gym, and they would come with me, and I would take them to the gym and tell them, hey, go run, go do this.
Right, yeah.
They didn't really like it that much, but they did love to spar. So I thought, figuring, all right, I'm gonna put these guys to spar with my kids, so like that they could get their butt whooped and be like, okay, let me work out. But no, they ended up sparring and doing good, and they actually held their own against my kids that I trained.
Right.
My kids did actually pretty good, but they never wanted to hit the bag. They never wanted to do push-ups. They never wanted to jump rope. All they wanted to do was spar. So I was like, man, you know what? It's not gonna be healthy for you when we start going up to other guys. So they decided to stop coming with me to the gym because they didn't like it, and they ended up playing baseball. I put them in taekwondo. They did actually really good in taekwondo. One of them won a state title. We went to the Nationals taekwondo. They played soccer. They played baseball. The only thing they didn't play was football.
Right.
But they played pretty much. They played basketball, but they ended up liking baseball more.
Right.
So now I have a 20-year-old who plays for Elmhurst College. He's a pitcher for Elmhurst College, and then I have my middle kid who just this year started Cornell College in Iowa as a catcher.
Oh, that's good.
As a catcher, so they're both in college. And then my youngest guy, he wasn't into sports.
Oh, wow.
But he's my artistic guy. He can draw his ass off. He knows how to play he's teaching himself how to play the piano. It's crazy how he's very artistic and he can draw. He draws, yeah.
I gotta see some of his work.
Yeah, no, he draws. For not taking any classes, bro, or anything like that.
He was self-taught.
I'm like, that's a talent. And he's showing himself how to play the piano. So, and he's actually going to this high school. It's called Hope High School, and they got what do you call that? A trades program, and he fell in love with that. So he's thinking about being an electrician. So we'll see what happens with that.
Yeah, that's good. So getting into like your outside life of boxing, how's it been since you've been out the game? You ever been fighting no more How's life been going for you?
I can't complain. Life has been good. I have gotten into the real estate world.
Yeah.
That's what I do now. I've been doing it for the last 12 years, and it's been going really good. I like it. I like the real estate, helping people buy homes.
Right.
I'm going to start getting into the rehab side of it.
Right.
So finding properties and fixing them up and then selling them or renting them out, because like I like to, this is something that we weren't taught as young kids, but real estate is key to wealth. The more real estate you have, the more wealthy I feel that you can become, learning how to manage it and do it properly.
Right.
It could be something that you can even leave your kids for future. So real estate is something that I really like, and I'm going to dive more into it,
Right.
and hopefully become a champion at it as well. Yeah. So I'm gonna try to do that. We have 3 properties right now that we have as a portfolio, and we're trying to grow that. We're trying to get at least 100 doors by the end of the next year, so like that we can, create generational wealth for my kids.
Exactly. Yeah, I noticed that a lot of people that are wealthy, they have around 7 streams of income, and one of them is real estate.
Yeah.
So yeah, definitely would want to get into that too.
Yeah, no, real estate it's a good business, and it's great if you put your hard work into it.
Right.
If you do that, man, and you're honest, you're gonna be phenomenal in real estate.
Right.
Question for Ant. Like interviewing, someone who's been in the game for like a while, was like obviously world champion.
Right.
How do you feel like in this moment? Like
As an interviewer, him?
yeah, like
I
having
think it's a good
opportunity to
feeling.
do it.
It's definitely a good feeling. I watched this guy before the first interview that we had, and this is something I stick with all my life. And like you said, it came with doubts. It came with even down to parents saying it wasn't gonna work. And now look at this. We interviewed lightweight champion.
But see, that's the thing about it, right? You're always gonna have doubters. You're always gonna have people doubting you because they might feel a little jealous of what you're doing, that they couldn't do it. Why didn't I think of that?
Right.
Why didn't I do this? Right? It's a doubt on them that they couldn't come through, but you're doing it. So
And I feel like
don't worry about nobody else but you and the people that want to see you succeed.
Right.
If the people around you are people of goal-orientated minds and that they want to accomplish something, it's an easy saying. And my mom would always tell me this. Tell me who you hang with, and I'll tell you who you are. Or the best one, show me 5 successful people you hang with, and that's going to be your net worth. That's going to be your goal. Why? Because you're going to hang around with people that are goal-oriented. Mm-hmm. If you find people like that.
And it starts with yourself, though, wanting to accept the people. Because I think you can come across a lot of people like that. But some people choose to keep, people with negative habits.
Oh yeah, you don't want to be around people that have negative habits. And even the people, there are some people that make it and they're successful, they don't want to share. They don't want to share the knowledge. And that's okay, then you find somebody else. You got to find somebody. You got to find the right people that are helping you move up.
Right. And that's how we started when I came to coaching. All my service was free at some point. Because I realized the area that we're working in, the main thing is kids getting distracted by, a different influence. So the first thing was bringing people in, and that was free service.
Yeah.
Then I started charging once we got a lot of clientele. But regardless, what I prioritized and valued most was just sharing the skill and sharing my knowledge with them. Because there's been a lot of guys that came into the gym with me that I work with that came from the most craziest upbringings, broken homes, and I realized what boxing did for them. It was more than just fighting people. It was more with the mindset. I feel like with boxing, it's not like where if you're teaching somebody stuff, the discipline comes from what you're saying. This outcasts the other things outside of it. At home, discipline within yourself.
Yeah.
So I feel like you don't have to turn pro. You don't even have to have.
No, you just gotta have a positive impact on people, man.
Right, and that's what my job is, to reach serious fighters, to make champions, but also to show people that boxing is not just that toxic masculinity sport. Boxing can help you with certain stuff. It can help you just, self-defense. It can help you get your mind right and bring discipline and other stuff outside of it.
Exactly, and that you can parlay it into
Exactly.
real estate. You can parlay this into whatever it is that you're trying to do in life.
Right.
Perfect story, like you're talking about kids getting lost in the sauce of the world, right?
Yeah.
I, as a park district, I always wanted the Chicago Park District. I was I was badass growing up, right?
Right.
So the year before, I think it was like 2 years, I was about 12 years old. I think it was 12. And I fought this kid from Stateway Park. Stateway Park used to have boxing. I don't know if they still do. But I ended up fighting this kid in the championships, bro. And we went blow for blow, and he beat me.
Oh wow.
He beat me. So a month or two later, we go to Stateway Park to have sparring session between parks. So we went over there, and I was looking for that kid.
Oh wow.
Yeah,
Did you find him?
No. So this is what I tell you. I asked the coach, I was like, I forgot the kid's name. I was like, hey, where's the guy that beat me? And he's like, man, I lost him.
Oh wow.
I'm like, what do you mean you lost him? He's like, you don't come no more. I'm like, all right, it's what it is.
Right.
I go to the bathroom, who do I see?
The kid.
The kid. I'm like, hey man, what's up? I came looking for you, bro. Like, in those terms, like, come on, what you doing?
Right.
And he said, nah, Dave. He said, I'm done with that. I'm with this.
What did he pull out?
Water money, bro.
Damn.
So what was he doing? He's out in the streets, slanging. So that's why I tell you, like, there's some kids that get lost, and it's up to you to find those kids to try to get them. Up to us, right? And speak positively into these kids that God knows what happened to that kid, right? Because I never seen him again or anything like that. I never knew him again or nothing, because for me, once he showed me that, I was like, I knew already that he was doing that stuff. So I was like, all right, I'm straight.
Right.
Don't need to hang around you.
Everyone has their different paths.
Yeah, exactly. But I get at that time there was, the coach couldn't reach everybody because he had a lot of kids. He's like, I lost him. He said it. He's like, I lost him. And that's the thing, that if we could, in this journey of life, we gotta try to be able to help other kids, or even big kids.
Right.
Find the right way to do things.
Exactly. Yeah, that's the goal, to inspire every.
Yeah, inspire, and see that it's tough, man. It's tough. It's not easy. You're gonna go hungry. You're gonna lose family.
But that's what motivates you, like the hunger is like.
It should. It should motivate you, and not look at it as a easy way to say, forget this. I'm gonna go do that. It's a lot faster. No. Stay the course.
If you're hungry, you gotta go get it.
You gotta stay the course, though.
Are you satisfied with your career, with every fight that you have?
Oh, I am. Yes. I realized that I did some pretty cool things.
Oh yeah, we see.
I did some pretty good things. I was part of something. Like, I look back and I say, man, I won at almost every level. Right. The only thing I didn't get to win was the USA Championships.
Oh yeah.
Right. That's the only one. I came in second place to Arturo Ramos. He beat me for that shot. But I won the Golden Gloves. I won the National Golden Gloves 3 years in a row. I mean, three years. I got to represent the U.S. in the Olympics, '96. I became a world champion. I fought 34 fights, 37. 4 if I lost, my record is 37-4 with 17 knockouts. I consider myself a blessed person for the career I had, and the things I was able to see and do. I can't complain. That'd be a bad person if I complain. Oh, I didn't. Nah, man. I did a lot of good things. Things that I'm proud of, and things that my kids can be proud of.
Yeah, you're definitely a legend.
Thank you, man. Thank you.
But yeah, it was a blessing interviewing.
Thank you, brother. Pleasure was all mine, bro. Pleasure was all mine.
Anything else you would like to say? Like
Everybody, man, just, stay positive, do good things, even when people are not looking, because now people want to be in social media and, I'm doing this good. No, do when nobody's looking, and don't be a bad person. Do good things for other people, and stay true to yourself and to everybody around you.
There you have it, David Diaz.
Thank you, brother.
Oh, man.
I thank you, brother.